Number 8, spiritual mentors help the beginner achieve set goals when they provide valuable guidance and advice spiritually, physically, and also personally. They can also provide that valuable guidance financially too, psychologically, like helping you that is starting up establish an obu, teaching practical ordinary spirituality. They will keep you focused centrally in the area of calling to ensure dynamic spiritual growth processes and practices. Do you understand? A spiritual mentor helps you, should be your pathfinder, should be your compass, it should be your leader, your guide to achieve goals that you want to achieve spiritually. These their guidance, you don't take them for granted, please. Don't take their advice for granted. You take their advice and value it. You show appreciation for their help. Once you want to establish your obi or obu, like some call it, you need to involve them so that they will help you institute most of the things that you need to install them. With their guidance, they help you teach practical ordinary spirituality. You become focused because you have them in your life, so you don't make mistake, and you also aspire to grow. You cannot forever be a baby. They will give you that dynamic help to grow spiritually. You will experience every process and practices. So once you have seen someone who possesses the spiritual qualities needed in that area of spiritual expertise, ask them to be your spiritual mentor. Go and meet the person. Yes, first thing you should do is to go and meet the person. Ask the person questions. Ask the person questions. And while you're asking, the person will be like, why are you asking me? You say, I like you. I like your style of spirituality. I will want you to be my mentor. You will say, okay, come so day, let's talk about it. That's the second thing. You schedule an initial conversation. Then when you meet the person, you ask your potential mentor politely if he or she can make time for a 15 or 30 minutes chat with you. Then if your mentor grants you that audience, you should be able to open your mouth and talk. Describe the kind of guidance that you seek. Kedu ife ị chọrọ ka o meele gị? Gị nwa na-abịakwute mmadụ ka ọ kụziele gị, onye isi gị ka ọ kụziele gị, nnukwu nna ka ọ kụziele gị. Ị ga-agwa ife ị na-achọ. Ka ụdị ka enyemaka ị chọrọ na mmụọ, ka ị kwudosi ike ka dibịa. Ka ị mara etu esi ọgwụ mkpọrọgwụ na mkpa afịa. Ka ị mara etu esi agba afa. Maka onye ọbụla na-ejekwudoro ndị nna ha, ndị amalụbulu ọlụ mmụọ tupu o wee luo nyanwa, onye na-ejekwudoro fa nwere ike ịgba ọsọ agwụ wee mụta. Ịmasị mana ị na-eche ka your spiritual guide is in the process that you get a mentor that he will now show you, do this, do that. This is how you can connect with them, align with them. There is nothing shameful there, please. Don't mind those people that want to talk down on you. And they are not called. You are called. It's just that you don't have the key to activate your spiritual guide. Everybody needs a guide in this life. So there is nothing to be ashamed of. With pride. As in that you are not ashamed though. Not that you humble yourself with humility. Describe accurately the type of guidance you seek. Also, the next thing to do is to confirm your willingness to do the necessary work and follow through. If he accepts to mentor you, now you should be willing to do everything you are asked to do. Things that will facilitate the learning to be easier for you. Not things that will bring you down or things that will make you to be joining secret cult or joining occultic whatever. Because I have heard speculations that some of them will tell you, you will join my club, you will join this. There is nothing like that. If you come across such person, politely say no and walk away. You don't need to even tell a third party, except maybe the person is now using it to make trouble with you because you refuse to join them. You can now tell people, look at what happened, and this is why this person is disturbing my life. So they will know that there is nothing much. It's just that you refuse to join them and be on the other side. Now, when everything is discussed, agree and respect the individual's time. When your mentor agrees, what is there again? Is it not to go and prepare? Because your spiritual mentor can also be your spiritual father. But the difference between the two is that a spiritual mentor guides the mentee through a particular phase of life, while a spiritual father will focus on the spiritual enrichment and development of you, the learner, throughout their life and have a closer relationship. I hope you understand me. So, you really need to find a good spiritual mentor. But first, before that, to find a good spiritual mentor, one should firstly determine why you want a spiritual mentor. Number 2, you have to do spiritual consultation to confirm if who they are is who they are. Do spiritual consultation to confirm if who you have been admiring as a spiritual role model is suitable and acceptable by your own spiritual guide. Because if you have learned to listen to your spiritual guide, you will know. Your spirit will tell you, oh, this man is a good person, even without you seeing his inside. That is why you are called to serve. You should have some atom of spiritual sensitivity. If not 100%, you should have 50 or 40. Then you work on developing it. Number 3, observe that your spiritual mentor closely. Don't just rush immediately and start observe that your spiritual mentor closely. Okay? Inyo ọfụma. Ịmakwa ma o nyere ife achọ ka o nwezi ife ọzọ. Ịchọpụta na o nwezi ife ọzọ, you can withdraw. Number 4, ask your spiritual guide to open a door to a mentoring conversation. Ka o wee kwete n'ihe iji maka ya wee bịa. Because there are some who will accept you. At the end of the day, they won't want to teach you anything. They will keep you at a distance. Even sometimes they might be doing spiritual work. They will send you an errand so that you will not be available to learn. There are some, if you bring out notes to copy, they will tell you, no, you can't do that. Especially if you are the forgetful type. So you need to document it so that you don't forget. You keep it for record purpose. So, number 5, when you receive confirmation from your spiritual guide, you can now approach somebody that you want to mentor you spiritually. You approach that your spiritual role model and ask that your spiritual role model to grant you audience, because you need to tell him some things. You need to tell him, talk with him. So during that meeting, you speak up and tell them that you want them to mentor you. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Obey your mind. I have been admiring you. I have watched you closely. I have seen the way you do things. Ịbụ dibịa na-adị ọcha, ịbụ dibịa na-ekwu eziokwu, ịbụ dibịa na-akwụba aka ya ọtọ. I would like to learn at your feet. I would like to come close. Then ask, what will it entail as ordinary dibia have agwụ? More often, they need to tell their agwụ first. Take permission before they accept you. For a newbie spiritualist, the older dibia have to take permission from his spiritual guide before accepting you. Because there are some people, their mission is not to come and learn. Their mission might be to destroy the spiritual mentor. That is why also the spiritual mentor need to be sensitive, need to do consultation to know if you will accept the person coming, if the person's intention is clean, or if the person's intention is evil. You know, most dibias that are sensitive in the spirit, ndị nọ na mmụọ, dibịa mmụọ anya, fa na-enyo gị enyo nyocha gị ọfụma tupu iruo ha nso, ka ị ghara ịbịa butelu ha agbọ na oke, butelu ha ọgba aghara, bịa mebielu ha ihe. Maka na ife mmụọ ka a na-eme. Ugwu bụ nkwanye. As above, so below. They will check you before they accept you. They will ask their ara mmụọ. If they say yes, go ahead. They will give consent. Their agu will give consent before they can accept to mentor or tutor any other person. In some cases, their agu is gifted something. You give them ihe dịka ji, akwa ọcha, ọjị, nzu, edo, mmanya ọkụ, ma ego ọjị. If they accept you, they'll do a ceremony with those items. Some you can even bring a chicken, a buole agwe, so that agwe will come close to you also and reveal things to you too. You now align with the person's agu. They will teach you. So you need to be proactive and follow up by accepting to offer their agu, the items that I mentioned, and get ready to be available 247, as it might take 1 year, 2 years, 4 or 5 years of Igbo Sagu. You don't just do it under 3 months, please. Except maybe there is a reason. That we learn every day. You don't have to be in a hurry. You need to take your time to be able to learn and perfect it. You work for people too. When you have learned, he will give you a chance to do some certain spiritual works for people. He will tell you, do this, do that, and you will watch out to see if you have learned it. For example, a lot of spiritual works. You learn. You learn about all the items, spiritual items being used, their works. When you are sent to the market, you learn how to buy good things, good items to be used. You know the people that sell very well. They sell with their clean heart. You know where to buy materials and where not to buy materials. You need to be proactive. Then evaluate the fruit during your spiritual mentoring process. Are you progressing or assimilating? Are you doing the right thing? Or did you get there? Were you accepted and you got carried away? Because most of you, your spiritual mentor will be the first to open his obu. He will be the one to sweep it. He will be the one to do this, do that, run errand. Whereas you say you are coming to learn, you will be sleeping. When it's 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, you will be coming to the obu. There are some who will allow you, you will live with them. And hence you are living with them, you are already part of the family. So in whatever things they do, you don't have to exempt yourself. Or you go and stay by the corner and be watching them from afar. No. Even if you are not called, call yourself to that place. Offer your services. Nna m ukwu, ọ mgbu ọkụkọ. Nna m ukwu, ọ nsaala gị ọjị. Or nna m ukwu ka nsa ọjị a. He will now say, no, don't wash the kola nut. I've already washed it. Nna m ukwu, ihe anụnwa egote, ọ nwekwa ihe fọdụ ụnụ. You remind him, because sometimes you tend to be forgetful. You will not say, oh, yes, thank you for reminding me. It's not among the things I bought. Okay, take this one, go and buy it. And when you are serving, you serve with a clean heart. Don't come with heart filled with grudges or heart filled with evil intentions. Let me learn this thing. Let me go and show them. It will not work for you. Don't be surprised because of that evil mindset that you have. You might not learn anything at all because his agu will be protecting him. The Dibia's agu will be protecting him. So, if I'm more can you gotta be very careful. Don't wait to be called to come and sweep the obu. Don't wait to be called to come and do the killing of chicken. Don't wait to be called before you arrange the obu and you clean it. Don't wait to be called. Always be one step ahead. Then the next thing he will tell you is, no, it is not yet time, or wait, so time, you come and do it. Don't wait for him to be the first to wake up to come and clean the obu. Be the first to wake up, sweep everywhere, dust everywhere, dustable. Remove used glasses, pots, plates, and whatever, any spiritual material that has been used. Remove it, clear the place. So, are you progressing? These are the things you should know, because there are some of them, once they notice that you are very proactive, they open up to you. Some days, instead of keeping quiet and sitting down, he will call you, come, let me teach you this. Come, let's go into the forest. Let me show you some leaves and what they do. Let me show you how to pluck these leaves. They do that. But if you come with your pride and arrogance, they will not give you audience. You will just stay there 1 year. You won't learn anything. Others will be learning and going away to start off their own. But you will be there. There are some who have sometimes they use a modern way of teaching. They can open a WhatsApp group to groom upcoming Dibias, the chosen ones. It is also good, depending, because sometimes distance can be a barrier. If it's not possible for the person to come down to the village and learn, depending on where your mentor is based, there are some who are kind enough, they will open WhatsApp group, they'll be teaching you, giving notes, do a video of their spiritual work and show you how to do this spiritual work. Your own is to download the video and watch and learn. But it's better in close proximity. When you go close, some have houses for people they groom. As long as you settle their agu. Some will also ask for money. That money maybe is to be buying materials, to be teaching you some certain things. And you don't go there and start making trouble. So a lot of things will come up in you evaluating your progress on whether you are assimilating or whether you are not assimilating. There are times they take it gradually. They won't show you how to do some certain works. They will just be sending you on errand to go and buy spiritual material. Don't become frustrated though. Don't become angry. It might be a test. Yes. They test you to know if you are ready, your willingness, and how far you can be humble, and how patient you are, and how you can endure, and also how you can persevere. Do you understand? One thing I want to let you know is another point. You have to get a note. If you are the kind of person that forgets, get a note so that you write some vital information down. Like some who don't know how to talk to their powers, how to mention names of NDHA and the rest of them, to call them, to summon your energy, to summon your spiritual guide. You can write it down once you watch your spiritual mentor doing his morning Egofo. You write. Then when they teach you about herbs, you can also pluck the leaf, use sellotape, and sellotape it in the exercise book. Preserve it so that once you see the leaf, you always remember. Some who use modern technology to teach spiritual work, they can download the leaf on the internet, online, so that you see it, because everything now has gone global. But there are some aspects of our spirituality that have not gone global. That is why anybody who approaches me, I tell the person, go to your village, go and learn how it is being done. Because most of the times it is different. It differs from one community to the other. The way your people do your igofo is not the same way our people do our own. Your own, they might prefer to hold the bulk of nzu. Hajide ogbe nzu n'aka wee na-aga ọnya bụ ọfọ na scratching it and be giving off the daily affirmation. But some they'll bring this nzu and grind it into powder and use it. You see the difference now? So it all depends. For you not to forget, get a notebook. You write the list of materials used to do certain works so that you don't forget. You write instructions, directions, how to do this, how to do that, so that you won't forget. So it will be easy for you when it's now your turn to start your work. Now, during your tutelage under a spiritual mentor, don't start looking at his secrets in order to expose him. You look at him to learn. Nobody is perfect. I want to tell you, a spiritual mentor is never 100% perfect. It's likely that you will have a weakness. So you don't use your mentor's weakness against him or her. Yes. Rather, always talk to the person one-on-one, privately. Nna m ukwu, otu isi achụkwanụ nwaanyị ndị na-abịa Igbo afa na ọ dị akwanụ mma. Biko medebekwanụ ya na ihe a ọ na-ebutukwa n'ike. He will say, hey, come on, get out. You're mad, you're this. Don't worry, one day I will give you one. You will just laugh and keep quiet. And stay quiet. Don't continue talking about it or anybody you see say, makwana na achụ nwaanyị makwana. No. Take the good side of your spiritual mentor. Throw away the bad side of your spiritual mentor, because they have their strengths and their weaknesses. This is what I want to tell you today. Nobody is perfect. That is why I said you should look carefully, look very well before you say this person can be your mentor. There are some that you go, they are lesbians or they are gay. So try and find out on time before you enter into a trap that will bring setback for you, that will make you to give up on your journey and say, hey, is this what they do in ordinary spirituality? That is why you should take your time. Meditate over it. Think about it. Check it spiritually. If possible, gbafa. Tupu ikwete ka onye abụrụ nnekwu nna gị ma nnekwu nne gị ga-akụziri gị ife gbasara ife mmụọ. Don't be in a hurry. Don't rush. So that you don't rush into the hands of a bad mentor. Because we have good and bad mentors. I will tell you the truth, the honest truth. So ọnwa ajọ ife ọ na-eme, enwe nke enwe ike nefele anya, inefeli anya, mụtaba nke ezigbo anwụ ọ na-eme. The weakness might be drinking, because there are some that can't do without drink due to their used to daily go for without hot drink. They must drink 1 shot, 2 shots, even before the day is over. It's staggering. But when it comes to spiritual work, you see him do works. Okay? You see him that is principled, but the weakness he has is drinking, a drunk. If you try to help him and he refuses, always know when to stay quiet. Don't use it alaka mmanya and tell him all nasty things because of it. Sometimes you win them over with your quietness After you give that first advice and they refuse, okay, don't start running away from them. That one, at least you can tolerate somebody that drinks. But the one of lesbianism or gay, no, it's not good. The spirit forbid that. Don't be lured into becoming a lesbian because you want to learn spiritual work. You want to have a mentor. The person now starts mentoring you in the negative side. While you are being obedient, respectful, and you are enduring and you are persevering, it is not on those evil vices. There is what we call evil vice, like this lesbianism of 18, or maybe your spiritual mentor is a thief. He steals people's things. Or maybe you discover he's an armed robber or he works for armed robbers. You can quietly unmentor him. If there is a word like that, you can quietly walk away. Forget all the things you gave before you started the mentoring tutorship, the mentorship. Forget all those things. Leave it and quietly leave. Don't even talk to anybody about those things because they might feel you are going to expose them. Even if, don't talk except if it is necessary, if it warrants you revealing what made you to move away from the person. And when you are talking about it, make sure it is not to somebody who will go about spreading it up and down, so you don't cause trouble for yourself. There are some secrets you keep. It won't kill you. It is not a dark secret, but one day you will know the universe will expose such a bad mentor. But for you that you are a learner, quietly live with your dignity intact, without quarreling, without fighting. Even if you say, why now, come now, this, that, they say no. Find a suitable excuse and leave. Don't go challenging him. You are this, you are that, this, that for this, this, that. No. Quietly leave. Teacher job again, Junior Megane, Paulia. Ejana say, now we expose you, I will do this, I will do that. They will know that you are a lesbian, that you are gay, that you steal people's things. They will know that you sleep with people's wives. Wisdom is profitable to direct. Quietly do what? Walk away. Look for another mentor. Nearly factual. I just want to open your inner eyes, mind, to know that nobody is perfect. In case you encounter such a mentor, if it's the person that drinks, that one is okay now. You can bear with the person. Because when he's sober, work begin. Abi? That is why I said, take the good side of your spiritual mentor. Discard the bad side. Our spiritual mentors have their strengths and weaknesses. They are not perfect. Pray for them in your closet. Na-agọtalụ ha ọfọma kava gbanwee. Ị na-ama nzu na-amanya bụ nzu mgbanwe kava gbanwee. Ka a na-asịsị afa ya bụ ajọ ife na na-eme. If it's the one that you can't do, you can't intervene secretly in your closet, leave. Don't waste time. Don't even bother asking for the return back the gifts you gave to their agu or whatever. Live quietly for your sanity, for your respect. Live quietly without creating enmity, so that you both can see and also greet each other. Lastly, I want to say that you should be obedient. You should humble yourself to learn. Discard the spirit of pride. Be respectful no matter what. No matter even if you are older than your spiritual mentor, respect him or her. Endure, because most times when you are learning, you can be talked to anyhow. Don't take it to heart and start saying, look at the way he talks to me, I'm going away. Persevere. Bear things. Be patient. Have love for the person who is mentoring you, so that your mentor will also reciprocate with all these qualities that you are showing, displaying to him or her. Well, this is me, Dibia Nwangwu Chendo. I would like you to subscribe to my channel, Dibia Nwangwu Chendo, on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and also share. Share the Nani message. Share it with your family and friends, loved ones. Like me on my Facebook page, Dibia Nwangwu Chendo. You can also join my Facebook group or Telegram or WhatsApp group, Ndi Ngwu Odinani, to learn more about the ancient part, African spirituality, to learn more about your spiritual guides and different aspects of spirituality, so that you don't make mistakes. See you next time. Bye.